Just proud of our girls coming here and redeeming ourselves from the last time we were out playing, and that was our big thing. We wanted to come out and show who we really are, and I wanted to get us going early. Obviously, y'all saw, we pressed a little bit to speed them up, and I thought that got us going. Great quarter by us, like one of the highest quarters we've scored this season, and just proud of our team, just how we executed defensively. That's a good team. Little Rock's a really good team. They lead the country in the 6th in this, 4th in this, 5th in this, and they're physical, they're bullies, and I thought our girls came out and kind of fought back and punched back too.
When you talk about redeeming yourself, Savannah, I'll ask you, what was the key to flipping the script from what happened in Fort Worth a week ago?
Definitely starting out aggressive. We got our kind of momentum going by getting defensive stops, which has been our kind of identity for a long time, and we didn't get to show that in Fort Worth. So getting that to get us going was a huge change maker.
What was said among the girls, Savannah, over the last week or so, as you guys try to get refocused for an opportunity like this?
Well, there's two things. One, none of us seniors wanted to finish the season with that game that we had in Fort Worth. And then two, we played NIT last year, lost in the first round, and we had the mentality we're not doing that again. Like, we want to improve, we want to show that we've become a better team. So that was the two things that we were kind of telling ourselves, and just trying to stay focused on all the game plans that we had, the aggressive start, and just keeping us together after a game that we were all quite disappointed in.
You came out red hot today. I think you're up 20-4 or something like that. Did you need that to reestablish offensive confidence, or was that not really an issue? Was Fort Worth just one of those days when nothing worked and you move on, put it behind you and forget it? Did you need to get your confidence back after that one?
I think it was a different focus. There was no distractions. Everyone was on the same page. Our practices have been so energetic and lively and upbeat, and we were saying, first of all, they had 5 days off, but just how we practiced only 1 hour and 20 yesterday, and we just kept saying, this is our next game, this is our most important game. I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the Houston game. We didn't watch it with the players. We kind of just moved on and moved forward because we knew we had another game to focus on. And so, again, I think our focus was different, our vibe, our energy was just different.
What did it mean to have Naz here?
Naz is amazing. She played for me in Michigan. That was the first time I was a post coach. And Alicia Gray was here. There's more than a couple WNBA players here tonight, but Naz is, I coached her for 2 years, and she likes watching our girls. I don't even know if the girls knew that there was WNBA players coming, but they come pretty often. But I look at Naz as one of my players that I'm going to have a good friendship with down the line. She was like, tell me when the next game is. I'm going to be there too if it's home. So we go support her though over there at AU, and then she comes and supports us and brings other WNBA players. So she's killing it right now, being team captain the last couple of weeks. So I'm proud of her.
Yeah, it's a really cool setup over there. What does it mean to you as a coach? And I'd love to hear what you think as a player, as women's basketball gets more pro opportunities here than just the WNBA.
Yeah, to have it in Dallas, and then also having like the Final Four in Dallas, it kind of makes you feel like you're kind of living in the hub of basketball, which is super fun. And then to go and see ladies play that we look up to and that we've seen play at the highest level is unreal. We had our freshmen there like, oh my God, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. That's just really exciting to see. And then you get a different mentality, like that's a goal we can have playing professional. So it really just changes your mindset, and you can see it firsthand. It's not like it's on the TV. It doesn't seem so untouchable. It's right there in front of you. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Sav, you said part of the fast start was obviously you got some defensive stops, but also obviously it was clicking on the offensive end. You had more points at halftime than you had in the whole game the last time out. What changed on the offensive end? What was working for you?
We just had to tell ourselves everything we shoot is going in. Tell yourself to do everything with confidence. Like, even when we miss, just let it go. Like, I feel like in our last game, we were all in our heads about every single miss. And that made it really hard. So it was like, anytime there was a miss, yeah, okay, we can kind of coach it up. But it's like, okay, next play, let's keep it rolling. We're fine. So, yeah, that was just different mentality.
Sav, tonight you were decisive, it felt like. Is that what you're talking about with that same thing? And then there's a point in the ECU game where you scored double figures. You scored double figures 11 games in a row from that time period. What do you think contributes to the change in the season, and how were you so decisive tonight in what could be your last home game?
Well, that was on my mind. I didn't want to leave Moody on a bad game. I wanted to, this is my home now, so I wanted to have a good memory on my last game. So that was on my mind, but also just every time in practice, if I don't take a decisive shot, Coach T, Coach DP, they're all on me, like, that's your shot, that's all day long. So it's kind of changed the conversations that we have. It's more like, shoot that with confidence, then we can tell you if that's a good or a bad shot, and then we can look at it, rather than not shooting the shot and then telling me you should have shot that shot. So we kind of changed the communication, and that's what helped me kind of change my whole season after the EC.
Is that what happened on the 3 when you pointed to coach? It was like that. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I told Coach T, I said, I'm shooting a 3 in the first quarter. If it doesn't go in, don't sub me out.
She actually told me to shoot around.
Yeah,
I said
did.
shoot it.
Yeah, she said it's fine,
awesome.
just shoot it.
I actually was begging for her to take another one in the second half, and she didn't. But she got her one. I guess she was done.
Yeah.
Coach, I asked you this: 56% from the field
Mm-hmm.
against a team that, I mean, is one of the best defensive teams in the country. Obviously, 29 points off turnovers had a lot to do with it, but in the half-court offense, you guys were excellent too. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, we were just intentional on getting the ball and establishing the ball inside. We turned it over a little bit inside. Cleaned that up a little bit on a couple of our throw-ins for a couple of our sets, but we were intentional on trying to get into paint touches. Jazz was getting downhill. Tamia was attacking off the dribble. We weren't settling. I thought we settled a couple times for the 3, but I mean, after that, we were already up. But I was just proud of our girls executing the game plan. Now I'm going to watch tonight Texas Tech and be ready for them. We play them Sunday on the 20th at 6 p.m. at Texas Tech. Monday the 20th. Monday, I don't know if that's out there, but it is now. So we play them Monday, and they just won, played UTEP, so we got to be ready, and it's loud over there. I remember when I was at Baylor, they shoot the gun. It's going to be loud up there, and their fans are faithful and true. So, again, though, we prepared ourselves going to Baylor, going to OU, our conference on the road at South Florida. So we'll be ready. I'm going to be up and make sure we're ready and continue to display some good basketball.
What makes your team dangerous in this field?
I think we have multiple people that you can't just scout one person. I think we play really good defense. We switch it up a lot, so now a team's not just preparing for man. They got to prepare for zone. They got to play for a press breaker zone, a press breaker. They got to prepare for a 3-2, a 2-3. It's a lot you got to prepare for when you know a team just does one thing. So I'm excited to go watch some Texas Tech and figure out how we're going to score. Hopefully our defense travels with us, but we got to figure out how to score.
Shantae's done a good job against Big 12 teams on the road, but what about Texas Tech? What about going back where she was?
I don't know.
How do you feel about her mentality?
I think she needs to embrace it. I think she needs to be up for the challenge just like she was today. I mean, I think there's a girl that was at SMU that left, Riley McKinney. I don't know her, but that's a good storyline, you know. I don't know who's going to write the story, but I think it's going to be a fun storyline to maybe write. Joe, where you at? Oh,
Where is Joe?
I don't know.
Yeah, call him
But
out.
yeah, no.
Watching
But
the
yeah,
game.
I think it'll be a great storyline. I think, you know, for me, that's a challenge, though. I love somewhere where I think I can be successful. So that just about what we do. And that's what I told them. It's about what we do. It's not about anybody else.
Coach, you started this by talking about Little Rock and said they're a physical team. I think you used the word bullies. But it looked like you had a size advantage between Sav and Shantae and Paige and Amira late and who am I forgetting?
Paige, yeah, Jessica.
Jessica. And then toward the end, you were able to pull away on the scoreboard and in rebounds. Did you end up being the bullies at the end of this game? Wear them down a little bit since
I
you
think
played
so.
13, they only played 7 players?
Yeah, and that's what they do. They only play 7. And I just like how our girls show toughness and perseverance and fight. I told them it's going to be a battle, and that's what they did from the jump.
You've had Amira back for 2 games now. She gave you 9 points in 8 minutes tonight. How does she change the complexion of what you are and the rotation that you can present going forward?
She gives us the future of some post play and our post play down the line, but also she gives us another scorer, another rebounder, she got tips and deflections too. She ain't just she had great hands today, but that's what she's able to do. We just got to get her in shape and get her back in her flow and being sharp. But she gonna fight, she gonna claw, she gonna finish around the rim, So I'm happy for her. We told her that in the locker room.
Coach, this team's legacy, this may be the last home game. What's this team's legacy to you in your second year and what they've meant in the building of this program?
I mean, just it's amazing that we've done what we've done here at our home floor. I think we finished, I don't know, Charlie, 12-2, 13-2, and I don't know what's the best record here or the highest record or. But you know, these girls came in, these seniors. That's why they came on the floor together, came off the floor together. They started the foundation and what we've done these last couple of years, and so I'm just proud of them. And we still got a lot of ball to play.